Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless collective love reading for all signs and any sign that you may be thinking of. Please use these readings to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that has come into your life. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. It's a fully channeled message. Let's call in our spirit guides now and see what they have for you today. Spirit, I ask that you guide us with loving messages. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to hear today? What is it that you want us to know? What loving energy is around us, coming towards us? I am listening for you now. I have hearts. Okay, it feels like my hearts are connecting. Look at the way she's reaching up. It's almost this feeling of, I'm ready to receive. I can feel it coming right through me. You can see the broken heart up here in the corner, but I also feel like she's walking away from that broken heart. So she's walking away and she's lifting her arms and she's saying, I'm ready to receive. I'm here. You know, I've got a heart to give. So walking away from that broken heart, the number 16 in that card. I have hands, the number 15. Okay, so this could be a clue for some of you, somebody who definitely works with their hands. They could be in a trade, construction, artistic. They're using tools. They may have to wear some kind of safety helmet with their work, but that could be a clue for some of you. Maybe they own their own business. They're a designer, architect, builder, contractor of some kind. So that could be a clue for some of you. And I have communication. You can see these two trees. They're just kind of looking at each other and talking to each other. I also like the birds going back and forth. It's almost like this energy between the two trees. And I do know trees do communicate with each other through their roots under the ground. And if one tree is sick, they pass the message along to other trees, and they try to block the disease among themselves so that other trees don't get sick. So there's a whole underground world going on with our trees. I do have the number 10 in this card. So I'm going to say just this sense of telepathy also, that I feel like I know what you're thinking before you say it. I'm just very in tune with you and very much, you know, connecting to you intuitively. But open your heart, put that broken heart behind you. I would definitely say that Spirit is ready to move you on. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. I have a 2 of Wands. I have a Hermit. I have a 5 of Wands. And I have a 7 of Swords. So there's my, I need to move you on, probably from that 7. A couple of things jumped out at me. The first thing that really jumped out at me was this Hermit's path. I never noticed this in this card before, but this hermit has been on a long road and it's been kind of windy. And of course, a hermit takes its time to find their way. Now, if this hermit has been working on putting this person or a broken heart behind them, I'm no longer going to worry. Look at, there's like memories. It's almost like memories of being a trapped carnival horse or unicorn. I'm not going to hold on to those feelings anymore, is how I feel. It could be something that you just have had to push through. It really is something that you've been just working on. And this card is one of my favorites in all of my decks because, one, I just love how the unicorn's like in the center of this bridge. And when I put it down, Spirit said that it was a turning point for you, a crossover point. For you, okay, not necessarily somebody else, but there's a crossover point for you, and it could be a surrender. It could be a feeling of, you know, I'm right in the middle of my journey. I know that I have a whole journey ahead of me. It just isn't here yet if you're waiting. It could be making a decision to go one way or the other. So there's the sense of deciding, where to go, but it definitely feels like a crossover point, and I can guarantee you'll pick the right direction for you. I have a 5 of Swords, so I can feel that I'm working through. This feels like I'm a little bit jealous of somebody in the background, that your person may have moved on. Maybe there's some old wounds there with some resentments. They've moved on. They have a new relationship. They're rubbing it in your face, or they have shown you that they're happy. Don't worry about them. Just worry about you. I have a 6 of Swords. Yeah, this is a lot of energy about if somebody has been giving you, I don't know, the person who just leave me alone energy, leave me alone, move on with your life. You got what you want. You don't need to rub my nose in it, so it's that kind of a feeling. But you're stronger than that, Spirit saying. You have decided that you're going to have this turning point, this crossover point, and it's almost a feeling of enough is enough. So there could be somebody just from your past that's stirring the pot, just under your skin, something like that. Let them go. Don't worry about what they're saying. Page of Swords, it's up for you to decide. So a lot of decision going on here today, and the first card with the heart and reaching up and ready to receive that love, ready to let that love come in. Spirit, please share with me. What do we have for us? I have a Tower. This is definitely after an ending, and somebody, probably that moved on with somebody else. And I don't know, they just for some reason are gloating about it, or look at me and trying to make you feel bad. You're picking yourself up. Here's my 7 of Pentacles. So sometimes, Spirit has something better. Here's my 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to just use the word self for a second, because this reading is a lot of, not necessarily somebody else's energy, but it was your crossover point today. And it was your energy going into rebuilding. I'm working on myself. And if that's where you are today, that's great. If there isn't somebody in your life and what you're working on is you, pat yourself on the shoulder and say, hey, you know what? I come first, and I'm doing the best I can. And I'm, moving forward, and I'm in a good place. I have a Page of Pentacles, a little bit of a new offer coming in there, a little bit of something generous coming towards you. That felt more like, can I buy you a cup of coffee? It felt like somebody wanting to help you out in some way. Can I buy you a drink? Can I buy you a cup of coffee? No, let me pick up the tab. Maybe we're out to lunch with friends, or maybe there's a group of us or a couple of us. A little bit of could be connected to work energy. So maybe it's somebody I'm meeting at work, and it's like, no, let me buy you a cup of coffee. Page of Wands, whoever this is, they're definitely interested in you. It is more of a, I want to know more about you. They could be asking questions. They could be saying, are you available? Are you single? They're trying to find out behind the scenes what your status is. So I'm just going to say curious and excited about you. And with that page, I'm going to say, what's your status? Are you single is really the question. Are you available? They could be asking somebody else, are you single? Spirit, please share with me. I have a 6 of Wands. I feel like this person is going to try to move this forward. I think it starts out with something simple. Like I said, maybe they're buying you a cup of coffee at work. Maybe, it could be that easy. But I feel like this person's going to try to move this forward. Once they find out if you're available, they're showing interest, Spirit is saying. So don't push this energy away. If they are curious about you and they're asking you questions, they want to spend time with you, and you're interested in them, then definitely be open to it, because I do feel like this person is, I'm going to say, ready to make their move, because there's a sense of maybe we've been talking for a little while on a different level. Maybe we've been, getting to know each other, and they have answered all those questions that you're single, that you're available. The bottom of the deck is a page. So I have a lot of new energy. I really do. This page is ready to make you an offer. I mean, I have 3 pages, and I do feel like this person has been putting in some thought and time. They could even have a crush. They could even have some feelings for you already, growing feelings. It could be a transition from, we started out as friends, and I'm realizing that I'm more attracted to you than a friend. I'm definitely wondering if you want to do something else. So it could be somebody that's in your space already, and somebody's that's thinking, I want more. So is it a friends to lover? Could be. A lot of people start out that way, that, we realize that we're friends, but then we realize we're spending a lot of time together. We realize that we're talking all the time together. Spirit, please share with me some characteristics. How about what this person loves about you? Let's do that. What does this person love about you? 10:10 on the clock when I'm recording this. I'll take that angel number. Thank you, Spirit. I have fortunate. Okay, maybe you're very grateful, that you talk about your gratitude. I'm healthy, I have a great job, I have everything I need, my kids are great. So maybe they love that you are grateful. You're healed, that they can see that you're in a good place, that you've worked on yourself, that you've overcome somebody that held you back or felt that you felt trapped with. So they could see that you've healed. You're funny. You have a great sense of humor. Maybe you laugh a lot with this person, or this person flirts with you a lot. And, I have a very flirtatious person around me, like who's this flirting with you person. And sometimes it's somebody. Spirit has a tendency to put somebody right in front of us, and sometimes we're just kind of blind to it. Spirit, please share with us. You're confident. You could be very good at what you do. You could be serious when you need to be serious. You could just portray, just high confidence, high self-esteem. You're focused on success, focused on achieving a goal. A little bit of they love to listen to the things that you're working on, or your optimism about how you're going to get there. So I do feel like this person, but the funny is jumping out at me because it was more of a very flirtatious, you make me laugh energy. And I think that that's probably the clue, that there's a sense of humor. There's a sense of, I don't know, sometimes when you hear yourself laugh out loud, it's not this, and it's somebody who really makes you have that big belly laugh, I think. So I'm going to say it that way. Spirit, please share with me. Let's get some initials. Maybe the initials will give you some clues. First initials, last initials. Could spell the name, your name, their name. The letter E, I, an N, C, K, D. I have a Y, U. I have a C. I have an S. I have an E. I have an R. I have an M, J, O, D. I have a Z. Let's get 2 more. I have a V and I have an L. So some of you may connect to those letters. Don't worry if you didn't. That's okay. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. Who's this flirting with you? That's what I want to know. What do they want? Where is this headed? They're making you laugh. I have exploring. They're testing the waters, still looking for the right one. Okay, so a little bit of I've been investigating you. I will say that either this person is asking the questions to you, just kind of getting their feelers out, like what is it that you're looking for, or they are asking people that you know, like, hey, you know, what's their status? What's up with them? So I feel like I'm just exploring. I definitely will agree with that. I have a rambling rose, growing apart or getting some space. You could have just grown apart from your last connection. You could have, you know, rambling rose to me feels like a wild rose, like it just kind of grows on, you know, some old fence and it just keeps coming back year after year. But it's a feeling of, it would take a lot for it not to come back. It would take a lot for it to not keep thriving. So it could be Spirit's way of saying that, you know, you're constantly still growing, you're constantly still blooming, but you're also this kind of survivor energy. I have flying high, feeling infatuated, having an intense affair, starry-eyed, and passion. I love the word infatuated. I love the feeling of that somebody either, you know, has gotten in their head that they're definitely interested in you, that they want to buy you that cup of coffee. They want to see if you want to grab lunch. It's not necessarily a date. Like we could be spending time together, but it's not necessarily a date. But to them, it's time with you. It's time that they're spending with you to get to know you without the pressure of it's a date and where do we go. I have a celebration, taking time to appreciate the good things. I have happy days coming. I have a party. That came into me as bringing you to a celebration, okay, like a wedding. You know, maybe you are going to be a +1 or they have to bring a date to something, but it could be as simple as it's time to celebrate also that this is the person that I've been waiting for. But it did feel like a +1 energy. It did feel like a, you know, let me bring you to something. And bottom of the deck, I have tenderness, having a gentle spirit and being able to care deeply. This is the real deal and a good match. It could be a celebration that you just met the real deal. It absolutely could. It could be Spirit's way of saying that this gentle energy that comes in as a friend that just wants to buy you a cup of coffee or go out to lunch with you, possibly connecting to work or, you know, meeting each other at, you know, during work hours and grabbing a cup of coffee. But it feels like there's tender moments. It feels like I'm getting to know you. It feels like it's a good match, they're saying. But I like the gentleness and I like this feeling of almost like I'm able to talk to you just as a friend without the pressure of that it's sexual at this point, that it's we're interested in each other, but we're talking as opposed to you know, trying to seduce each other. So I do feel like that's the most important stage that this connection is in, just this getting to know you stage. Beautiful. I have a 5 of Cups. I have an Emperor. I have a 9 of Pentacles. And I have a 3 of Cups. There's my celebration again. I feel like this Emperor is going out of their way to not disappoint you, not to upset you in any way. Maybe that's why they're going into this connection a little bit differently than how they've entered into other relationships, that they just want to get to know you first and then decide, let's take it to the next level. Let's be more than friends. Let's see each other outside of where we're meeting now. But this Emperor, I feel like, is in complete control of what it is that they're looking for. And they're hoping that you want the same thing, is how it just came into me. So if you want the same thing, then I'm going to say this is going to take off. It's just a sense of, I hope that you're feeling the same way. I hope you want the same thing. I hope you're enjoying this time together as much as I am. I hope you like the fact that we're not putting a lot of pressure on each other. So a very mature, adult way to enter into a relationship. I'm going to say it that way. But it's going to transition. They said it's a crossover point. Here's the decision. Also, take off that mask so you can see what's being put right in front of you, because it could be right in front of you right now and you haven't even made that connection yet. You're not looking at it like that. Look for somebody who keeps making you offers. They want to take you out to lunch. They say, hey, do you want to get dinner one night? Because they're alone, you're alone. They don't like to eat alone all the time. Hey, do you want to do something because you want to watch a movie? Because I hate to go to the movies by myself. Somebody who's looking to spend some time with you that, and do things. So that's how that's coming into me. I'm starting to have feelings for you with this Queen of Cups, definitely. And I wasn't sure that, you're interested. So this is more of a feeling of, I just want to know if it's what you want. Okay. I just want to know, and I'm hoping that you want the same thing, is how it's coming into me. Spirit, any messages? What is it that you have for us today? What are the loving messages? Sometimes people come into our lives as friends and we realize that we have an attraction there. We realize, hey, we're friends already and we already get along. We already enjoy each other. We look forward to being together. So, you just add the rest. I have eared. Okay, I eared in love, yet I'm learning and growing in a relationship that challenges me positively. I'm learning and I'm growing. Okay. So that's important. I have security. You're too good. He's insecure. So somebody needs to be, both of you need to be secure. I did feel like this Emperor was secure. You could have had somebody in the past that was very insecure, and that could have been the downfall of a relationship. So you want somebody who can stand on their own 2 feet for sure. I have harmony. The romance is underway. You will spend a wonderful time together. It doesn't say committed relationship. It doesn't say, it's no commitment at this point, which is okay, because maybe that's just the stage you're in. But the romance is underway. I like that. Like, it's beginning. And I like all this kind of fairy dust, fairy dust and glitter, that's hovering over this connection, that it just feels kind of magic is at work. And sometimes it is at work. And again, you could be just saying, you know what, this is just a great friend. And your friends and somebody who knows you well say, well, I think that they want more. Don't you think that they want more? They keep spending time with you. They want to spend time with you. And you could be totally naive to, like, this person is definitely trying to have a deeper relationship with you. But I do like this feeling of the fairy dust and the glitter, and that, magic is at work, connecting you both. That feels beautiful. I have a signal. There will be someone who tells you that his heart beats fast here, pointing to his chest, okay, or her chest, you could say. But somebody who tells you that their heart beats fast. Look for the signal. Look for the signs. I would say, I don't know, is the magical realm working for you both and doing this kind of, we put you together for a reason and you're not even seeing it yet, but here it is. And I think you will open your eyes and all of a sudden, blink a couple of times and realize that, you know what, this person's sitting right in front of me and I really do love them. I really do trust them. I really have become their friend. I do feel romantic feelings for them. So Some people are just friends. We know that. But I would like to think that the person who you're meant to share your life with is your lover and your best friend. So we're going to put this out into the universe. It's a really interesting read today. And we're going to ask Spirit to guide you all. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamlinPsychicMedium.com. Also, I'll put the link for my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel in the description and in the comments. I hope you enjoyed today's reading and have a good day, everybody. We'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.